for you, then you will be able to watch it later anywhere that you're having problem with. That's how it happens. So I'm going to re-ask the questions. You don't actually need to answer it, but I'll just re-ask them. Okay, so this is a normal planning meeting that I always have when someone joins my global influencing club and forever business newly. So I ask some basic 5 questions, and from those basic 5 questions, I'll be able to know what you want to achieve, know your dreams, and know how to coach and mentor you into what you're supposed to do. So the first question is, what is your strong why? Why do you want to do this business? Tell me 5 things why you want to do this business. You have already answered me 5. You said financial freedom, help for you and for your family members, influencing people around the world. And then you also want time freedom. You want time freedom to relax, and you don't have to go to work when you have to do. And then you also want stability in your finances to be able to take care of your children and then in the future. Then I ask the second question, what are your passions, your hobbies? What are the things you know how to do well? And you say you like making people happy, you like art and creativity, and then you also learned how to sew and how to make beads, and you also like taking care of old people. That was the question number B that you answered. Then C is, how much money do you want to get every month doing this forever business? Even if it's not at least within the next 1 year, how much money do you want to get? Because you might not start getting it immediately, but at least within the next 1 year, you'll be able to start making this money every month. And you said 500,000 naira if possible. And I was now telling you that it's absolutely possible, because when I joined business, I traveled all the way from where I am to the highest earner in Nigeria in 2016 that I joined the business. And I listened to her presentation and I listened to her testimony. And I found out that she joined the business because she was having very, very serious problem paying her children's school fees abroad. And in that meeting, she brought out her check for that month. And it was over 22 million naira. And it blew my mind. And right there, sitting there, I can never forget that scenario. Is always in my mind. That is one of the things pushing me. I told myself, I said, yes, ma.
You went over again. Please, can you record this?
I'm recording. It's on YouTube, so you can watch it later if you're not hearing it well. I'm trying to put it on YouTube now. It's on YouTube, so it's going on YouTube. So just when I ask you a question, if you don't hear, I can re-ask it again. So I was saying that upline, when she showed me that check, that's what was holding me. She's my 4th generation upline, okay? And it has kept me on in the business. And I want to stand here to say that I started the business March 2016. The first bonus I collected was 33,000 naira that month, and I have not gone lower than, I've not even gotten anything near it there. What I'm getting now is like times 30 of that. Okay. So it's very, very possible. 2 years ago, I had that vision that let my bonus be maybe like 500,000 every month without shaking, maybe like 3, 4, 5 years ago. And exactly that's what it is. Exactly that's what it is. So your vision is absolutely possible. It's absolutely possible for you to be able to be getting what you have in mind that you want to be your bonus every month. Okay? So if okay, she has gone off, to be thrown off, but I'll try to admit her again. So if it's absolutely possible. So, and knowing your strong why, what your strong why can do for you is that your strong why will be able to help you to keep pushing on in the business. To keep pushing on in the business. Your strong why will help you to keep pushing on, keep going on in the business, and make sure that you're pushing in the business, that you're not giving up. So that's why your strong why is very, very important for you to have that, your strong why. So 500,000, very, very doable, very, very doable. So the fourth question after that is, what time do you want to put into the business? What time? What amount of time do you want to use to achieve this? So because if you tell me the amount of time you want to use to achieve it, that will help me to know if it's possible. And if it's not possible, I will tell you how much more time you're supposed to spend so that you'll be able to achieve what your goal is in the business. So that I'll be able to tell you how much more time you need. Okay, Visi, so you got bumped up, but I continued so that you can also join us later. Hello. Hello, Shola. All right, when you are able to talk, you can talk. I've admitted you in. So the next question, like I said, is how much time will you be able to spare to put into the business? Hello, can you hear me? You can leave your video off.
So sorry, Mao. Off.
Yeah, so you can leave your video off so that you will use less data.
Okay, it's okay.
You can leave your video off so you can use less data. You'll be able to, yeah. So I was saying that the next question is, the fourth question is, how much time do you think you will be able to spare every day to put into this business?
Right now, I think I can be able to spare like 3 hours.
Okay, so 3 hours or more. Very good. 3 hours or more will be able to give you what you are looking for. That 500,000 every month. With time, by the time you start building up the business. Now, let me explain to you how, okay? Now,
sorry,
you join the business with 2 points.
Okay.
Which is now it's about 260,000 naira.
Yes, ma'am.
That 260,000 naira, which is 2 points that you joined with. Yes, now you've now went straight to assistant supervisor. People who don't have money, maybe like 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, they will keep buying small until they become that assistant supervisor. By the time they complete 260,000 or thereabout, depending on the products they are buying. So now that you're a full business owner and you are now an assistant supervisor, if you bring in anybody in the business, forever will pay you. For bringing in that person, you will receive on the 15th of the next month 78,000 naira.
Okay. For bringing in another person.
Yes, they will pay you at least. That's the least they pay you. Sometimes it's 80, sometimes it's 85, depending on the product that person also buys as an assistant supervisor. So now if your target is 500,000 naira every month and you don't even want to buy and sell the product, you just want to be bringing in people. By the time you bring in like 6 people every month, you have made almost that amount of money. So if your target now is 500,000 and you just want to do recruitment, the business stands in 3 legs. The first one is retailing. Retailing is you buy the products and you sell the products. You make the profit from products. That's retailing. you will have that your retail profit and you have it aside. The second leg the business stands with is what we called recommendation.
Okay.
Recommendation now is, as the full business owner as you are now, you can just talk about the benefits of the products to people, recommend it to them, and give them your link to go and buy, especially people who are outside Nigeria and even within Nigeria. When our online is working, or you can also help them, they buy directly from the company.
Okay.
And then the 15, the company will pay you 30% of whatever they have bought.
Okay.
That is the second leg the business stands with, called recommendation. The third leg is now recruitment.
Okay.
Recruitment is how you bring in new people to come and join the business.
Okay. That's the first one you were talking about.
The first one is retailing.
That's the first one you told me about, the Aspa.
Yeah. So if you now want to stay only on recruitment, then to be able to make 500,000 every month, you recruit 6 people every month.
Okay.
And then if you want to do recommendation, that one does not have a pinned amount, because it depends on what the people need and what their problems are. And you recommend them and they buy from the company, and then you will now accumulate. But if you're not doing that recommendation, what you could ask yourself is, make sure that you recommend for people to buy every month up to like 2 million naira products from the company.
Okay.
If the people that you're recommending to, through various methods that we're going to be teaching you, and they are able to buy 2 million naira from the company, and the company pays you 30% of it, that's already 600,000 that they make. Then retailing, retailing is what you also tell yourself. The retailing will now depend on how much you're selling to the people, because you see me, sometimes I do discounts, sometimes I sell at normal price, all that by the time you calculate it. But you need to know what you want to do. Now, the good thing about Forever is that Forever is very flexible. You can decide to be doing the 3. You can decide to choose only one. But for you to build big in the business, you have to do the 3. You have to be a retailer, you have to be a recommendation person, and you have to be a team builder, which is also recruitment and training the people to do the business. Now, I'm doing the 3. I'm being in the business for 6 years plus, going to 7 years. From retailing alone, I make between 300,000 to 1 million every month. From recommendation alone, I make between 100,000 to call it 300,000-400,000 a month.
Okay.
And then from recruitment, I make between maybe call it 200,000 to maybe 600,000 a month.
Okay.
And then the company now also pays me my bonus.
Okay.
Because with even though I've already talked about the bonus, when I talked about my bonus will include my recruitment and my recommendation.
Okay.
My profit is not included,
Okay.
because that one gets it from buying and selling.
Okay.
So now, right now, as I'm in the business, I've hit 2 million every month from all of them.
Okay.
And this is my 6 to 7 years in the business.
Yes.
So that's why I'm telling you that 500,000 is very doable, is a starting point. It depends on your passion, your zeal, your consistency, your persistency, and what you're putting in. And
Yes.
traveling to go and meet that woman, like I told you, I see that her check every morning when I wake up, 22 million. And that is where I'm going. So if I've been able to build the business within 7 years to hit that 2 million, I know that the remaining 20 million will come, because it's getting better and better.
Yes, ma'am.
one is going on. So when I saw the marketing plan of this business, I told myself that it's a lie. And why I said it's a lie, I said, if this thing is true, why is everybody not doing it? Why is everybody not doing it? But I've come to the conviction that it's not just people can see the truth, but they don't have the energy to embrace the truth.
Okay.
And that's why some people quit. But I know that my upline told me, she said, the only people who fail in this business are those who quit. Just like you talked about your company, that things have become very rough. Sometimes business becomes rough. But if you hold on and you keep doing it, one day it will become better and things will become sweeter and sweeter again. So the question number 5 would be, do you have any idea on how to use Facebook or Facebook business page, Instagram, or any other social media outlets, platforms?
I have them, but as per use, I don't understand the use you are talking about. Is it to be able
to use, that's to work on them, to be able to create content on them, to be able to,
No,
use
I don't.
them. Okay.
I use them, for my own personal,
Or you don't know.
I have Facebook. Okay, I can't hear you.
Do you have Facebook page?
Do I have
Facebook business page?
It's breaking off. I didn't hear the question, ma.
Do you have Facebook business page?
No, I only have Facebook page, my own.
All right. Okay, so you're going to be opening a Facebook business page. Okay. And if you want to use Instagram, open a Instagram business page.
Business page, okay.
Yes, I'm going to drop for you. I'm going to be giving you these things. That's why I'm saying number 1 video I'll send to you is Forever Marketing Plan.
Okay.
So that you will go through that Forever Marketing Plan. And if you have questions, you will ask me. It will tell you how you can move from assistant supervisor to supervisor to assistant manager to manager, and how much you expected, the least amount you expected to make. Remember, Forever does not pay salary. They only give bonus on what you've done. And you get that bonus when you sign up people and the people buy products from the company, they will give you the bonus. Like I said, a minimum of like 76,000 naira for one person. Okay. As the lowest anybody's paid. As I'm here now, for signing you up as a full manager in Forever Business, let me tell you how much Forever will pay me. To tell you why, when people join this business, I tell them, if you know whatever it will take you to become a manager, become a manager. That's when you actually enjoy the business.
Like that, my friend is a manager. Yesterday, when I told her I want to, she was screaming that, why can you go and register under somebody else? I said, yes, because she's going to teach me how to go on the net much more than that, because I can't do what you're doing. You have already taken all the other outlets here.
I know.
And I told her that even the money, I had to tell her that somebody is actually giving me, and the money that the person is giving me is the person using it to sponsor me. Before she now agreed, okay, no problem, no problem. Because I had to get some money from my sister to be able to do.
You will teach her. By the time you start doing well, you will teach her. You will see that she will come to you to learn. We started the business that way. And I was making it. I was doing very well. But this online one is mind-blowing.
Okay,
So for registering you, I always tell my downlines when I register them, I'll tell them this is what Forever will pay me.
Yes,
because I pay it pump and play, so that it's an open business, so that you can aspire. They are going to give me 120,000.
Wow.
Yes, as a manager, a fledged manager. So, and that 120,000 50,000 naira. They have already paid me to coach you and mentor you.
Okay.
That's what they are giving me, and they are giving it to me because they did not do any adverts.
Okay.
They did not advertise. I was the one that advertised and got you. So this money is not coming from the product. It's coming from the money they would have paid for adverts.
Okay.
It's coming from the money they would have used to coach and train you on the product, which I am doing. So that's what they are giving me. And that's also, if you as an assistant supervisor now brings in somebody, they are going to give you between 76 to maybe like 85,000. And it's because they know they did not advertise to get the person you're bringing. And they are not going to train that person. You're the one to do the training. Okay. So that's why they give us this. And again, another thing is, anything you buy from the company will still give me, because they know that I'm the one encouraging you and training you to buy it. Okay. But for assistant supervisor, they might not do that for you until you hit 4 points every month. Oh. So any month you hit 4 points, and anybody buys anything under you, they will pay you for it. Because that's when they that you are actually, you know what you're doing and you're working. But for a manager, they just, once you hit that manager post, they know that you know what you're doing. But as an assistant supervisor, they want to be sure that you're still in the business. They want to be sure that people who you have registered, who are doing buying products, that is actually you training them. So that's why they say hit 4 points. They know that you are still alive in the business and they will start paying you. So that's how the market plan works. And then you will now move to the next level, which they call the first leadership level, supervisor. By that time, you will have quite a lot of people under you working with you. So I'm going to send you that market plan video to know it very well. Then I'm also going to send you a video I have done for people who joined me this year too, on how to open Facebook page, how to open Instagram page, and also an ebook on it by my coach on how to do that. Then the next thing again, lesson we are supposed to have is Canva. Canva is a design place. You will like it a lot as an engineer. You will like this a lot as an engineer. I'm going to send you the link for downloading Canva, and also send you the video for Canva. But you're going to, I'm going to give you this assignment to do, and then we'll decide on the next time we'll meet with some other team members who have also joined. Okay. Because they are also
about this 4 points, ma. Is this 4 points that will give me this lift? Is it added to the 2 points, or is it different 4 points?
Your point will be added for you anytime you make points. So, and anytime anybody online you makes any point, it will be given to you too.
Okay. So the 4 points is addition of that 2 points?
No, like now for this month, if you make another 2 points, it means you have done 4 points.
Okay. It's per month.
It's per month.
Okay.
And remember, it's not compulsory. It's only for those who want to build team, and those who want to earn incentive, and those who want to get ranks. Okay. If you just want to be recommending, to be recruiting, to be retailing and making your money, nobody stops you. They're not going to say, go and bring your 4 points. So that's the good thing about Forever. It's very flexible, unlike some other network marketing that will tell you there must be something you will do before you can get anything. This one, once you bring in somebody to this company, they are going to pay you that your 78 to 55,000 bonus. Okay. Whether you do point or you don't do point. Once somebody signs up under you, they will pay you. Once somebody needs something anywhere in the world, and you give them your ID and they register and buy from where they are, even if they buy products of 10,000 naira, they will still pay you for it. Okay. Whether you do the 4 points or not. And of course, when you buy your product and retail, you make your profits, whether you do 4 points or not. But this 4 points is only essential for people who want to build their team and be a team developer and team builder in the business.
Okay.
And again, for those who want to get incentives, like this year we are running for like 4 incentive travels. The first one are people who want to go to Ghana with the company. That one, if you make 10 points for 6 months, like you can even qualify for it. If you make 10 points, 60 points before the end of the year, you will go. Then there's another one for Tanzania, Zanzibar. Those who can make 120 points within 2 months or 150 within 4 months, those ones will go. Then there's another one which is called the Global Rally. That one is after you have become a manager, or the Angle Incentives. That one is also ends next year. So we have such things running. So that's the one they will say you have to be 4 points active every month to be able to get that. All right, so I'm going to give you all those things right now so that you can go through them and ask any question. And then we have team meeting tomorrow. I'll try to, or even this evening, I'll ask them in the team now when they want it, today or tomorrow. And what we're going to be learning also will be very, very useful.
I have my training. I told you I'm doing photography right
Yeah.
now. I have my training tomorrow from 4 to like 8.
Okay, no problem. We'll give the time. You can choose the time you want.
It's okay. Yeah, you're still on your fast now. The Lord is your strength. Well done,
I've started eating once a day now.
Okay, it's okay.
All right, so that's that. Then the things that we need you to do, you're supposed to, you can write it down. You're supposed to come up with a name for your business. Like, I am aging with grace.
Yes.
So you have to come up with a name for your business. Then the second thing, you have to come up with your brand colors that people will identify you with, so that once they see you, they know that, or see your post, they will know that that's it. Then you're also supposed to come up with what we call your ideal client avatar answers to the questions, which is also another thing I'm going to send to you. It's 30 questions that you're supposed to answer for me to be able to identify, and also for you to be able to identify whom your ideal client is. So when you are able to identify whom that your ideal client is, you will be able to know whom you're talking to, because you cannot just come out and start talking to everybody. You have to talk to a specific group of people. Okay. So I'm also going to send those questions to you so that you'll be able to look at those questions and then now know whom it is. And then you will come up with what we call the story of your ideal client. Now, the story of your ideal client goes like something like this. Let me give you my own, okay? So that you'll be able to have an idea on how to tell your own story. But that story is told after you have answered the 30 questions on a notebook. When you answer it on your notebook, you send it to me. And after sending it to me, you can now do it as a story and also send it to me. Now, my ideal client is Nneka Okafor. She is 55 years old. She lives in Lekki, Nigeria. She is married with 4 children. Her first child is 24 years old. The second one is 22. The third one is 18, and her last child is 14 years old. Now, she works in a telecommunication company and also has her extra stream of income of buying goods from China and Spain, kitchen utensils and kitchen accessories to use to buy and sell in Nigeria. She does a lot of online study and online businesses. She can buy online, and her income from her working place is 400,000 every month, and her business gives her between 150 to another 400,000 every month, depending on how business goes well. She can afford my product very well because of the money she's making. Nneka's problem is that she's in her menopausal stage and also getting tired, and she doesn't understand her body again. So she's actually a little bit confused, and she actually needs my products to be able to get herself in optimal level, to be able to do her business and also to work very well. Nneka's pain point right now is because is retirement. She's wondering how she will retire in style, because she's already 54 years old, and by the time she's 60, her company is retiring her. And of course, after 60, she might not be able to do her business, as much as she would want to. So she's looking for how she can have a good business that can give her passive income, so that she'll be able to train her last two children, because she wants to train them abroad and not go down in her standard of living. Nneka can afford my product, and she will buy my product because they are a necessity to her. She uses Android 22. Her husband just bought it for her 54th birthday. So that's my ideal client. So anytime I'm talking on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, I'm talking to Nneka. And remember, there are over 20 millions of Nneka in Nigeria. And there are over 200 million of Nneka all over the world. Because one thing that happens is, if you're throwing if you have 10 stones and you enter the bush and you want to use those 10 stones to catch 10 birds, you will not catch any. But if you carry 10 stones and you enter the bush and you want to catch only one bird, by the time you finish throwing that 10 stones, you would have caught that bird. So that's why it's always good to have one person as your ideal client that you're talking to. And then she has a duplicate of her all over the world. Okay. So that's what ideal clients is. So do you have questions, comments, contributions before we end? And then I will now drop
ideal
out.
Clients is I think I don't time I answer the question, I'll be able to.
Yes, you will. It's very easy. By the time you answer those questions, we'll come up with your ideal client. Okay. We've done it for hundreds of people, and it works like that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. So for this, right now I'm still doing my training on photography. So I don't know. This name of business, brand, color, and everything, is it between now and when am I supposed to come up with it?
It's the earlier the better, but usually when I work with people, I work with you according to your time and pace. You are the one
that I'm saying I would delay, but I want to know so that I will know this is my target and this is where
I'll send all the videos down to you and everything to you. If you can finish by weekend, if you can use your weekend to finish everything, is good.
This weekend is already gone. I have training, and I'm also having assignment for the training I'm doing.
So that's why
maybe during the week. During the week, I can now watch them. Yes.
Anytime you drop your answers or you drop your question or your comment, I will answer you.
It's okay,
so I'll give you everything. You go and watch them and be asking your question as you're watching, be dropping the answers as you're watching. And when you're set for us to begin, I'll follow you. I work with over 40 people according to their time.
It's okay, ma'am. Then this Canva that you said, I don't know.
I will drop.
Okay, it's explanatory.
Yes, there's a video explaining how to use it, which I will drop, and I will drop the link for you to download it.
It's okay, ma'am. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, ma'am. So is it that this Canva, sorry, I need to be clear, ma'am. This Canva, is this something that will help me to also get my business online?
Yes, because like you see all these design posters that I do.
Yes.
Advertising my live broadcast. I do it on Canva.
Okay.
And there's some videos that I don't do live that I record and send. I do them on Canva.
It's okay. I understand. It's okay. So another question on this Facebook business page and Instagram business page. I don't know, because you talked about a lot about getting clients and others from there. I don't know how it's going to be done, because right now the business has 3 legs. Is it possible that all these 3 legs can be achieved from the net?
Yes,
all of the recommendation and the recruitment.
Yes, it depends on the client. It depends on your or your prospects and your customer. Like now, you were watching me, Abi.
Yes. Yes.
You never bought product from me.
Yes.
But you now came and say you want to do the business. I have
Yes.
a lot. There are some people who are buying products from me, but they don't want to do business. They just want to use the products.
Okay.
There are still some other people who were using the product. When it started working for them, I told them, you're spending a lot of money on the product. Why don't you come and buy bulk so that you can become 30% discount person and you can show the business to other people. There are people who went from using the product to be doing the business. And I still have some people who have never bought from me, but they registered and they are buying from the company directly.
Okay.
And all of them, I got them from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Facebook, actually, because Instagram was just a year ago that I started reposting there.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
And
So
then
you
again,
also do.
you go out. You know me, I won't say I'm retired, but because of where I live now, I don't talk to people. I only go live on Facebook. But before COVID, I used to drive to Lagos 3 times a week, 3 days a week. And I will go to shops, I will go to supermarkets, I will go to markets. I had flyers, the way your friend is doing it. I had flyers, I'll give out flyers. I was doing it manual before now. So what I will advise is you have opportunity, combine the two. Okay?
I don't have the liberty to go out just like you. My company, once you get in, you don't go out. So I don't have liberty to go out. The only liberty I have is my weekend, and that's why my training is only weekend. Friday,
okay.
Saturday.
Okay,
so
good.
I don't have that liberty. Like her, she works with MTN. Do you understand? She gets a lot of people coming. She works with MTN, so she gets a lot of people, a lot of Indians, Pakistani, Lebanese people. They come in and troop in. So that also give her business this thing, and that's where she be able to get all the malls. So, but that's why when you talked about that's why when you talked about another outlet of getting people, because I know I'm not somebody that go out like that. I don't party, or you understand, from church to this thing. And my church is a small church. So from church to house, from house to, you understand. So that's about it. So
okay, no problem.
So that's why I really want to know about this. Really work with it. I wouldn't mind. I'll be able to.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Any more questions?
No. By the time I watch all
those ones, okay.
Send, and if I have questions, I'll be able to ask.
All right. All right.
And another thing is that these my products. I'm looking at. Afraid how to sell them is what I don't still know now, but I will see. I don't know. I don't know if there's any suggestion of what to do.
Yes, that's why you have to finish up and set up your page and do what you're supposed to do. Also, some of the trainings I'm going to draw for you is also what will help you. Like what I normally tell people is that the fastest way to start selling is from your warm audience. But also it can be a discouraging way, but you don't overlook it. Why you don't overlook it is it won't be good for you to have somebody you know, and the person will not know you're doing forever business, and the person will go outside and be buying.
Since that yesterday, I've contacted people. I have a friend that has a supermarket in Abuja. I have called her to ask her if she has in her supermarket. She said she was selling the soap, but when they stopped bringing the soap, people stopped buying from her. Then the toothpaste, people. Do you understand? So I have also exploited.
Okay, it's cutting.
Registered just between yesterday.
It's cutting. So, but your warm audience are people you know generally, which I'm going to be teaching you. I'll also drop you a video on how to use WhatsApp broadcast and WhatsApp status to do this business, okay? And I'm going to also drop you videos on how to be able to get people to buy, because you need to know how to do it. I'll also teach you that. So I'm going to end this Zoom so that we can talk offline, off Zoom,
Okay,
because of network. Is that
thank you.
fine?
It's okay, yes.
So we can talk. I'll drop those things and we drop offline. But selling your product will not be a problem once you follow all that we're doing and do all that you're being trained for. You will be able to do it, okay?
Thank you.
All right then.